morning to you. I'm not actually Irish. I just wanted to have a go. How'd it go? I'm Aussie. So g'day guys, what's cracking? It's Ralph here. And I am stoked to be with you today with a brand new product. It's not yet come out, but it will very soon, from Nisi filters. And Nisi is a company I've been wanting to work with for a long time, and we've finally come together, and I am stoked about it. And they've sent me the FS ND set, which is an ND filter kit of 8, 64 and 1000, and we are going to see what it can do with a knife. Yeah, I know. Very exciting unboxing, isn't it? Oh, it comes in a special own pouch. Yes! Nisi. Oh, it just smells exciting. It smells camera exciting. There's a firmly held zip. Ooh. Oh, it's a treasure trove. Let's have a look. Instructions. We will probably get to them because I've learned over the course of my history of YouTube and camera stuff, it's probably helpful to read the instructions rather than just wing it. Here's the first one in this beautiful... you love it when stuff is packaged well. Oh, it's blue. Look at that. Okay, so we have that. I'll work out what that is in a second. This one is the 3-stopper. Oh, it's green. Blue, green. This actually has some writing on. And it's a 4-stopper. ND means neutral density. It means that it offers a neutral density. It doesn't grade from light to dark. It's all dark, and the darkness is set to 4 stops. So you save 4 stops of light. So you can increase your shutter exposure by 4 stops, or you can decrease your ISO by 4 stops, or you can change your aperture by 4 stops. That's what the 4-stop means. I was thinking green and gold for the win, and they've done it. This is the 10-stopper. This is ideal for long exposures, and we're going to get out in the field and I'm going to show you what this little puppy can do in just a minute. This is the step-up ring, which is set at 82mm. So you apply that to your 82mm lens, and then you attach said filter to it. Just don't know how. You push it on. You push it on, and it's like, oh, it's not really magnetized. You just push it on. I don't know how you get it off, but you push it on. Oh, and the lens cap. Always ideal to have a lens cap with a filter system, because when you go out and about and you've got your filter on that you're going to use for that array of shots, you then get worried that as you're climbing over rocks or doing that sort of thing, you're going to scratch your filter or break your filter by dropping your camera. And so amazing that they have this that I imagine applies over the top just like that. We are good to go. So this little adapter ring attaches to the camera, it screws on, and then the other filters push on in this revolutionary new technology, and we're going to see if it lets in any light. We'll see if there's any color tinting. This is some of the best glass that Nisi have ever made, the highest grade, the best quality, and we are in for a treat. So let's talk about it out in the field. So here we are at the best view of the Gold Coast. It's taken from behind Hodder at Evandale Park, where we can look over the water, and this offers us 2 vital elements to test these filters on. One is the water. So there's about 1/3 of a water in the shot, and there can be about 2/3 of sky in the shot, and a slither of city in between with the lights. We're here down at dawn, and the sun and the color are coming up as we speak and as we shoot. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a normal exposure. So this photo is taken at the proper exposure according to the light meter on matrix metering for this particular angle and shot with the light. What I'm going to add to this is the 3-stop filter, which means you put the filter on and it takes the exposure down 3 stops, so you have to adjust it up 3 stops. And so we adjust it up 3 stops, and this is the photo that we get. And you can see the smoothness of the water that starts to happen. You can see the smoothness of the sky, the blurriness of the sky. And now what I'm going to do is put a 6-stop filter on, and I'm going to adjust it up 2 stops from where we were. So that's a total of 5 stops rather than 6 stops, because in the length of time it's taken to shoot this, the actual sun has started to rise, the lights increased by about a stop. So I'm allowing for a stop, but the time is what's important. And now I'm going to put the 10-stopper on. show you in just a moment how the filters fit on and talk a little bit about the filters, but I just wanted to show you how they work first before we get into some of the technicalities. So filters are great if you want to smooth out water. So you want to take choppy water and you want to make it smooth. Now it still has a textured feel to it once it does it. Pretty smooth water, and so as we smooth this out, it looks pretty glassy rather than furry, but it's really cool. It's used for clouds, so if you want to just make some clouds, some blur and some streaks, and you can use them as directional lines sometimes, or you can use them just as a different effect and color them, or bring out the highlights and the colors in them. You can also use it on light trails, so you might be doing a night exposure and you want the light trails to last longer, and so you're finding with your exposure it's too bright, it's blowing everything out, so you can put a filter on, take some night trail shots and really lengthen those bright lines on your photo. And the other thing you can do is just eliminate people. I know, it's kind of crazy, right? But you can shoot in the middle of the day. You can put your 10 stopper on and you can shoot for whatever the exposure requires, and you do that by counting stops. So you need to learn to count stops. So on the screen now, this is what an app stop looks like, and a shutter stop looks like, and your ISO stop looks like. And so on your camera, usually a click is the third, and so you go 3 clicks to a full stop. You do need to be aware of what's happening with the light and those sort of fluctuations, but you might want to screenshot this page now just to help you out with your calculations. Now sometimes the light can come up much quicker than we anticipate, and sometimes the cloud doesn't move very fast, and sometimes the water's not that choppy, and so you bring all those things together and you use these tools to achieve the results you want to achieve. If you have a creative idea that you would use this filter kit for, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below, and in the description below is a link to this product. So now let's talk about the actual filter kit. It's a busy morning down the park today. Let me show you how these work. You start with your adapter ring, and mine is an 82mm lens, and this is an 82mm kit, but you can have different size kits to different lenses. You just need to use step-up rings, which Nisi also sell. There's links to all this in the description below, but if you have a variety range, so you have an 82 and a 77 and a 67, buy the bigger filter rings so they fit on the smaller threaded lenses. Don't do it the other way around, it won't work. So we simply take our adapter ring and we screw it onto the front of the lens. You got to make sure they're nice and straight and be a little bit patient with them. I'm not left-handed, but I am right-handed. This is fully compatible with the Swift system, and it has what's called a friction attachment. So the friction attachment works like such. You take the filter and you just push it on, and it frictionally stays on. And then that's a 3-stop, and it's color coded, so it's blue. I take out my 6th stop because I want to have 9 stops, and I simply add it to it. What? I want 19 stops? I'm not sure you'd ever use 19 stops, but you can if you want by placing that on it. And then you can do 3 stops, 6 stops, 9 stops, 10 stops, 13 stops, 16 stops, 19 stops, and then you run out. Now you can get different stop filters, I'm sure, as they develop the range. This is brand new, so it's just coming out, but these will work with Swift filters too, so you can put a Swift filter on as well. But with these, the FS range, you get the full spectrum of light. And what that means is the colors that you see with your eye remain intact when you shoot through these filters. Sometimes a filter can change the color and wavelength, so it can change the ultraviolet light coming through, or the infrared, or the natural light to look like a different kind of light, and it makes your photo not quite look like how it looked. These filters are of the utmost quality. They're across the entire image from corner to corner. You get an accurate representation of the color that you really want. And so there'll be a link to these filters in the description below. And what we're going to finally do, I've been waiting for the sun to come up because I'm going to go just over here and I'm going to take a shot just through the lens without any filters on, and then I'm going to put 3-stop on. I'm going to expose correctly and take the same shot, and I'm going to put them side by side. But look at the colors. Do the colors match? Are there tints and fragrances in the color that you go, oh, it's a little bit off, and you'll know whether the FS system is for you or not. Let's go. So I've scuttled down here. We're going really low to the ground. That's right, sorry about that little bit of seasickness you may have got there. I'm shooting this cool bridge that's at Hotter. They've created this artwork that comes over the river and sweeps around, and it's just in front of a nice lake. And so here's the shots, and I'll put all 4 up next to each other, and you can see for yourself, do the colours match? I exposed all these shots 1 in a row, so bang, 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 bang. I exposed them according to light meter being 0, and there would have been about 60 seconds absolute maximum between the first shot and the last shot. And the question you need to ask yourself is the filtered images as good or better as the naked shot? And if so, then this might be something that you need. If they're worse, well, you put it in the comment below if you think they're worse. But if you think they're better or equal to, these filters do an amazing job at capturing what you want to capture and using long exposure to your advantage to achieve the effects and the creativity that you want to achieve. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks so much, Nisi, for sending these filters to me. They've been a blast to play with, and I've been nothing but impressed. There's links to all this in the description below, and thank you for hanging out with me. I love hanging out with you. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. G'day guys, what's cracking? I'm very... Sorry, stop laughing.
Okay.
Save it for the audience.